How's it going, everyone? This is a little bit of a side video for the project I'm working on, which is my 2JZ300ZX. I noticed I was trying to figure out how to remove the oil tree with the oil filter on it so I can get to the engine mount, and there's not a lot of videos online that specify for the oil tree itself. So I just wanted to make a quick video and show you how I found it. I basically looked at a couple different videos and fast forward through a whole bunch of different ones for like oil filter relocation kits, and then I finally found one that kind of showed how to take it off. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do right now in just basic video. So, if you're like me and you're in this situation, now this is the GE versus the GTE. We'll have like another plate right here with its own factory cooling system. But what you want to do first is drain your oil. And then once you drain your oil, you can basically leave the filter on. You'll have to remove this sensor. And then once you remove the sensor, you're going to hit this banjo bolt right here where my thumb is. And then once you take this off, the whole thing will just slide right off. So I couldn't find a direct answer, so that's how you do it. I am just going to do it real quick, and then I can recap with you guys once I get mine off, just to verify that's the exact way to do it. Alright, so it is a very big fitting on this sensor and the banjo bolt. 15/16 fits nicely. I know it's not the metric version, it's the standard version, but it does fit on there nicely. It's not slipping or anything, so it's not gonna round it. But if you guys have a metric version of it, definitely use it. I think it's a 23 or 24 inch. I don't have a wrench that goes that big, but anyway, knocked it loose. And as you can see, this is coming off. I believe this is your oil pressure sensor. And once you do get this guy off, I'm just gonna throw that back in there for the moment. You can go ahead and knock this banjo bolt off. I might have a socket that big, so I'm gonna try to hit that with a socket. 6 point, not 12, that way it doesn't get rounded. And I assume you guys are probably working on this in your car, which is gonna be a lot harder of a situation. But if you're like me and you're doing an engine swap and you're in this situation, it'd be pretty straightforward, because the intake manifold is going to get in your way. So you might be able to get it from underneath, but then you're going to be battling between the engine mount and the AC compressor. But yeah, that's basically what you do. You take this guy off, and then you take that guy off and slide this off. I'm not sure if you guys have any clearance over here, if it's in the car, but you do need to slide this out enough so that you can take the whole tree assembly off, and then finagle it down if you're trying to work on it in the car. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take the sensor off, take the banjo bolt off, and you might want to have like a pan or something underneath here, because I'm not sure if it's gonna pull down oil. I'm assuming it's gonna pull down oil because there's probably oil still trapped inside the housing itself. And I probably wouldn't flip it upside down because I'm sure the filter still has oil in it too, so you might want to keep it straight up. And put your banjo bolt back in with your oil pressure sensor so that it traps all the oil inside of it. If not, have a pan next to you. That way you can just throw it in the pan. I'm probably gonna get like a bag or something. I don't know if I have a pan accessible at the moment, but that's what I'm gonna do. If anything, another trick I learned is if you have tinfoil. I did this on my bike, but you can basically put tinfoil up against this and make like a slide basically, and you can tuck it into all the nooks and crannies, and then when you break it off, all the oil will go down the tinfoil into your pan if you're working on it, kind of like how I am. But just a little trick for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this guy off, and I'll update you guys once I have some more. Alright, so I took my oil pressure sensor off, set it on the side, and then it's threaded. Just, untwist that guy, and then you can have your banjo bolt. I didn't have a 6.24 inch socket, so I just used 6.15/16 because that's better than the 12 point rounding it. And then as you can see, you can just back this guy off, and the whole tree will want to slide off. Now you do have that little bolt right there, which I'm assuming had like an accessory on it at one point. You might have a nut on that, but mine didn't, so that's not going to be an issue if you want to do a slide off. I'll try to position my camera right here so you guys can see. And if yours hasn't been taken off in a long time like mine, it might not just pop off, so that's actually a good thing because it can hold it. in the time being while I slide this big bolt out. So as you can see, banjo bolt style, oil flows through this, and I don't really want to get a lot of contaminants on it, so I'm gonna try to stand it up because I want to put that back together. And then as you can see, just gotta rock this guy a little bit. There you go, and it pops right off. There you go. So that is your filter tree taken off. I'll set this on the side, and yes, it is leaking oil like I thought it would. So there you go. All right, now as you can see, the oil, filter tree is taken off, and now what I'm personally doing is trying to get to that last bolt right there, which you could technically reach with a wrench at this angle, but it was starting to round it, and I didn't really want to take any chances of, stripping it, because then taking off the engine mount is going to be a lot harder. So that's actually pretty straightforward. And if you're in the same situation, just take the oil tree off. At least that's my advice. And it'll be easier just to get a straight-on shot with a 14 6-point to remove this engine mount. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. But if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe. I got a lot of cool content coming out. 2JZ Swap 300ZX. If you're into that kind of thing, stick around. Check out some of my other videos. But anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.